Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, your trusted source for sharp, honest political commentary right here in South Africa. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments section below. Today, we're unpacking a story that's gone viral for all the wrong reasons, an incident that may seem small at first glance, but in truth, exposes a deeper rot in government culture and the state of accountability in our democracy. Let's get straight into it. Last week, during a critical parliamentary session on the ongoing Eskom and energy crisis, South Africans were once again glued to their screens, not because solutions were finally being implemented, but because a moment of shocking indifference was caught live on camera. In the middle of discussions about the power crisis crippling the country, Minister of Public Enterprises Thandeka Mkhize was filmed chewing gum and scrolling through her phone, appearing utterly disengaged from the proceedings. Now, for context, this was no ordinary session. The National Assembly was actively debating strategies to mitigate rolling blackouts, improve Eskom's management, and restore power to the millions of South Africans who continue to suffer through daily load shedding. In short, it was a moment that demanded full attention from every public representative in the room, especially the Minister of Public Enterprises, whose department is directly responsible for overseeing Eskom and other key state-owned enterprises. Instead, what the public saw was a minister who looked completely detached. That brief clip, of gum chewing and phone scrolling, spread like wildfire. Social media exploded. It was shared on WhatsApp, reposted on TikTok, and dissected on Twitter, with hashtags like #MkhizeMustGo and #ANCFail making the rounds. But this wasn't just a case of poor optics. It was a painful reminder of how distant many government officials have become from the realities faced by ordinary South Africans. President Cyril Ramaphosa quickly addressed the incident in a press briefing held in Cape Town. And to his credit, he didn't dodge the issue. He labeled the conduct unacceptable and emphasized the importance of professionalism, seriousness, and public respect, especially in discussions that directly impact the daily lives of citizens. The president confirmed that he had requested an official explanation from Minister Mkhize and hinted that disciplinary action could follow once the facts are reviewed. But here's the critical point: this isn't just about one minister acting out of line. It speaks to something larger, a growing disconnect between political leaders and the people they're supposed to serve. In a country facing deep socio-economic strain, watching a top official treat a national crisis like a casual gathering is not just offensive, it's deeply damaging to the credibility of government as a whole. Opposition parties, of course, pounced on the opportunity. The Democratic Alliance called her behavior disgraceful, while the economic freedom fighters went even further, demanding her immediate removal. They described the video as the mockery of democracy, accusing the ANC of fostering a culture of impunity and arrogance. But perhaps the sharpest insight came from political analyst Thabo Modis, who noted that the incident is not just a slip-up, but a reflection of a growing divide between political elites and the people. He said, and rightly so, that during a time of blackouts, water shortages, inflation, and mass unemployment, a minister scrolling on her phone while millions suffer is not just bad behavior. It's a slap in the face. And let's be real, this isn't the first time we've seen elected officials disengaged in parliament. We've seen MPs sleeping through debates, chatting casually during budget presentations, and arriving late to committee meetings. But this moment struck a deeper nerve because of the symbolism behind it. This wasn't just any topic. It was Eskom. It was load shedding. It was electricity, something every South African is dealing with daily. And it wasn't just any official. It was the Public Enterprises Minister. The very person who should be at the front line of addressing this crisis, leading with urgency, strategy, and empathy. Instead, what the nation saw was a minister treating her duties like a chore, with no sense of the gravity of the situation. Her silence since the incident has only made matters worse. Her office issued a brief statement acknowledging the backlash, promising a more formal response. But the damage is already done. In the absence of a heartfelt apology or any real ownership of the behavior, the public has been left to conclude that this is just business as usual in the corridors of power. Ramaphosa is now in a bind. With public confidence in government already fragile, this could be a defining moment. Will he use this opportunity to signal a new era of accountability? Or will he allow this to be swept under the rug like so many other controversies? It's worth remembering that this is the same president who's faced criticism for being slow to act on misconduct, even in his own cabinet. And whispers of a broader cabinet reshuffle are already circulating. With the ANC under pressure following declining support in recent elections, and coalition negotiations still hanging in the balance, any signs of weakness or indecision could cost the party dearly. Ramaphosa may have no choice but to act decisively, not just to discipline Mkhize, but to reset the tone for the entire executive. And this leads us to a bigger question. What does it say about our political culture that basic professionalism, paying attention in parliament, is even up for debate? Have we lowered the bar so much that chewing gum and checking your phone during a national crisis is seen as just another day in government? South Africans deserve better. The stakes are too high, and the challenges too severe, for leaders to coast through their responsibilities. We need ministers who lead by example, who understand the weight of their positions, and who act like they care, even when no one's watching. This moment should not be forgotten. It should be a line in the sand, a reminder that elected officials work for the people, not the other way around. And if that simple truth is lost, then maybe it's time to replace those who've forgotten it. What do you think? Should Minister Mkhize resign or be removed? Do you believe President Ramaphosa will take meaningful action, or will this be yet another scandal that fades away without consequence? Let us know your views in the comments. Be sure to like this video if you found it insightful, and don't forget to subscribe for more political breakdowns, accountability reports, and hard-hitting commentary from the ground up. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and stay critical. See you next time.